Hey guys, Simon, RC Hobbies Gold Coast. You're just about to watch the video, Best First RC Car. Been doing this for years and years and years. It's the end of 2019, we're going into the year 2020. Now, we're going to go through what we stock and what we recommend for the Best First RC Car. There's plenty of choices out there, eBay, Amazon, all the rest of it. But one thing you need to remember, we've got everything here, spare parts, and we do have the Best First RC Car here. So I'm going to go through Traxxas' range. Traxxas make 4 common models. I would say the Bandit, which is very cheap, $375 for that car. You'll need a battery and charger. We keep the Rustler at $399, and we keep the Stampede at $470. They're Traxxas' entry-level models, and they're great little cars, and we keep all the spare parts for them. Okay? The most popular car, as you've probably already seen, and this is what the video is about, is the Traxxas Slash. Now, we do both versions of the Slash. We do the brush version, and we do our fully upgraded version to 975, which has turn down radio, lithium battery, the most powerful brusher system you can put in it, and you'll see that on the video. Now this model here is $600. You can get it for $480 off us, but for $600 it includes a nickel metal hydride battery, 3000 milliamps, and it includes the $120 charger. That'll do all batteries on the market. The number one thing after Christmas, everyone's in here looking for a better charger than what they come with, and they generally walking out of one of these. So for $600 it comes with that package. The 975 one, you will need to add a charger to that price. So $120, if you already got your own charger, you won't need it. And if you've already got your own lithium battery, you can take $99 off this price. But as you'll see in the video, all the work's done to this one. It now comes with a radio link 2.4 radio. Previously had an MXV, but it's a great radio when it's in there. Okay guys, so other stuff that you need to remember, when you buy a Slash from us, you can also option the tyres. If you don't like the tyres they come with, or you want something more for grass, rocks and mud, we'll option it at the point of sale, okay? So we keep all the tyres, we keep a huge range of bodies, as you can see here. All the popular Traxxas bodies, keep all the chargers. Now, the most important thing, spare parts. Now everyone says, oh, I've got a cheap car and all the rest of it. We keep every single parts for these Slashes and Rustlers and Stampedes and Bandits. Anything you can break on the car, I'll generally have 3 option parts for you on the shelf, ready to go immediately. Okay, so just remember that. The parts are always here. Even if you find yourself a second-hand Slash, they're starting to become hot property because everyone knows they're a good car now. You can come in here, you can get your basic spare parts and get it going. I can't stress enough, it is the best first RC car. If there was something better, I'd be selling it, but that is the best thing you're going to find. So, anytime you come in, RC Hobbies Gold Coast, we can help you. Watch this video, have a good long think about what you're going to buy, but you need to buy on something that there's backup for, and that's why we recommend this car. RC Hobbies Gold Coast, watch the video and come and see us. Hi guys, it's Simon, RC Hobbies Gold Coast. We're going to talk about our most popular remote control car and why you should look at buying one of these remote control cars. This is the Traxxas Slash. All of these cars here are our Traxxas Slash. Now this car's been around for over 8 years. I've been selling this car with it for 8 years now. Long time. Not much has changed on the car. The car itself has not changed in 8 years. Why hasn't it changed? Well, you don't need to change something that works, and this car works. It's like, the easiest way I could explain it to you is, why do the posties still ride a Honda postie bike, a CT90? It works, and for 35 years that's what we've been riding around on for delivering the mail. Well, this car here delivers the mail if it's an RC car. It just works. It's so basic, it's so reliable, and it has the biggest parts backup I've ever seen of a remote control car. There's so many remote control cars on the market, and that's the biggest problem we see with customers looking to buy their children or themselves their first remote control car. The biggest problem is choice. There is so much out there. Traxxas make a great product. I've always been a big fan of the Slash. It just works, as I was saying. Now, it's a 2-wheel drive truck. Why 2-wheel drive? Well, 2-wheel drive takes less battery to drive it. So this car runs for a long time with minimal work. It just runs and runs and runs and runs. Now, obviously there's a few issues there when you buy the cheaper version of the Traxxas Slash. Cheapest version you're going to pick up is a brushed two-wheel drive Traxxas Slash. You'll pick that up anywhere. Money-wise, this is 2016. Things have changed price-wise. We used to retail this car when it first came out around the $385 mark, $385, but that was 8 years ago. Now we retail the brushed version. So when I say brushed version, this is our brushed motor. Now we retail this one at around the $495 mark. So you'll get the brushed motor, the brushed speed controller, a nickel metal hydride battery, and the standard Traxxas remote for that money, for $495, okay? It also comes with a very basic charger, which takes a long time to charge. It'll still get you going. Biggest issue of brushed motors is they burn themselves out. We replace these regularly, and it's a very common job. First thing people say is, I want a better system. Well, we put a brushless system in, so we do away with this brush system, okay? Years and years ago, the easiest way I could say it is, if you went back 35 years ago in time, batteries for remote control cars used to be nickel cadmiums. A good nickel cadmium battery would have been around maybe 400 to 500 to 600 milliamps back in the day. If you were lucky, that battery may have run for, say, 4 to 5 minutes tops. That would be the maximum runtime. I'm being honest, probably 4 minutes to be it. And they never really had a problem with burning the motors out. So that's our brushed motor setup we do away with. Now, these days you have lithium batteries. Everyone wants maximum runtime. Well, this is what gives you maximum runtime. This is a 5,000 milliamp lithium battery. Huge runtime, especially in this car here. Now, with this car, we include a different remote. This is our option slash, okay? So I'll just run through an option slash. That's the standard remote you'll get with your standard car for the $485, $495, wherever you buy it. A standard TQ Traxxas 2.4 remote. It works fine. It does the job. It's got good little range and stuff on it. Most of our customers want better quality equipment. So that's what we're in the business of, is making that you're getting a good package with good equipment. So this remote control here, once you upgrade it to brushless, the only way you could slow the car down for children or young people is with your finger. So your finger's the governor. So if you hand this car to somebody very young, because it's very powerful once we upgrade it, it'll just go full bore, and the only way you can control it is with the finger, and most young children will not do that, okay? That's where this remote control comes in, okay? This is our Airtronics Somewhere MXV. So we'll put that one away. This remote control here is the starter quality. If you want something quality, this is it, okay? Now, remote controls for RC cars, they start at $50. The Traxxas one's a cheaper remote, and then they move up in price. This remote control here, we retail this for $199. What's the advantage of it? It has a governor. So this one here, we can drop all the power down out of this car. We can turn this car down to walking pace if needed be for young children. At very, very low speed, well, this car will return a fantastic runtime. At a low power, we're talking well over 2 hour battery runtime on the 5000 lithium, well over that, probably more at the lower speeds. At full power, if you turn the thing up to maximum, I'd expect somewhere around 18 minutes. That's if you just held the throttle flat up and down the street and you didn't back off. Nobody really drives like that, and there's no need for that because the cars are just that fast. So this is the remote control that we include with this package, okay? So I'll go through the package of our Traxxas upgraded two-wheel drive Slash. So we include the MXV remote. We include a 5,000 milliamp lithium polymer battery, 7.4 volt, 5,000 milliamp battery. That comes with the package. Now here's the real brains and power of the business. We put into the Traxxas Slash a 120 amp hobby wing, waterproof speed controller. Heavy duty wiring, very powerful, and almost, if it was a real car, diesel truck like. It just keeps running and running and running. If you had 10 batteries and you wanted to run this car back to back, it'll just keep chugging away. Why is that? Because it's built for the job. It's not something small and little like a cheaper system. It's just done for the job. We bolt this speed controller into this car. We use a laser cut aluminium free mill plate. That bolts to the bottom of here. Onto goes onto the bottom. That bolts into the chassis. As you can see with this one here, it's bolted in nice and rigid. It also comes with a big fan, okay? Massive fan on top of there to cool the system down. And here's the real brains and power of it, the 4000 kV motor. It's the most powerful system that we've installed, bar none. Super powerful if you want it. Super slow if you want it. Whatever you want to do. Now, what does the car retail for? Now, as I said, standard form, $485 to $495 for the standard model. This one here is obviously more expensive, but you get what you pay for. This system here is $975, okay? That's what it comes in at, $975, but we'll break that down. So you're getting $199 remote, so you're not getting something cheap, you're getting a decent one. You're getting a 4000 kV system. There it is there. Now that there, along with the mounting plate, that goes for $295, okay? There is much cheaper systems. You can pick brushless systems up from $130, $150, $195, but buyer beware. It's not the same system. I see that all the time. People buy two cheaper systems. This one will run forever. Failure rate on it, virtually non-existent. I've had these things turn up 4 or 5 years old and they're still running fine, okay? So that's what you get for your money. Also the battery. This isn't just a standard cheap LiPo, it's a Gen Ace. If we don't have that brand in stock at the time you come to pick it up, it'll be another brand similar, but it's always going to be a 40C plus quality battery. That battery there, $95. So if you break it all down, the Traxxas Slash comes in a bit over $470 for what you're paying for. We gear the car up, we set it up, we make sure it runs, everything's tested, everything's put in place properly. So that's what you're getting for your money. Now, tyre wise, when we sell this car, we'll option it with whatever tyre you like. We've got all-terrain tyres, mud tyres, basic tyres, soft compound tyres. At point of sale, we'll make sure the tyre you get is what you want. The body colour you want, we'll try and do our best to give you the best package for bodies and so forth, all like that, okay? So yeah, that is our Traxxas Slash. As I said, the main reasons you buy it, it's a car that works. You just don't want to get away from a car that works, and it's a fantastic unit. If it's your first time buying a remote control car, you can do no better than this. We've got customers that come in here that, I had one just recently, the young fella will be about 18 years old, he's got his driver's license stuff now. He got the car off us 8 years ago. Back when he was say 11 or 10 years old, he's come in here the other day with a car that he's had for 8 years, that his parents bought for him. He got it upgraded to a brushless system, and he said it's a new car, it's tons of power, the whole lot. That gives you an idea of what you're buying. You're buying a long-term investment. All the cheap cars we see through here that are $200, $300, $400, they're $200, $300, $400 for a reason, because you're buying something cheap. A lot of the time there's no parts backup, and we see that regularly. People buy something cheap with zero parts backup. That $200, $300, $400 investment, after they've spent that, they go, what have we spent our money on? Well, you've bought something cheap. And I'm just being honest, okay? If you want good quality, this is the car. And that's just being honest. After 8 years of selling, I can tell you it is the best thing I ever sold. Now, parts backup for the Traxxas Slash. This whole wall is dedicated to parts. Do you need all the parts? No, but we keep everything. If you're going to bust it, be cruel to it, treat it hard, which a lot of our customers do, everything's in stock. You're going to walk in the shop and we're going to have every single part for your Traxxas Slash. And that's the idea of it. You buy the car off us, we'll back you up 100%, whether it's a gearbox, anything, axles, wheels, tyres, or you get it run over by a real car, whatever you do to it, the parts are here, we're going to back you up, okay? That's what I can tell you about the Traxxas Slash. We're going to run one of these down around the track and show you how it runs, and we're going to show you that up in one sec. Thanks for watching. Okay, we're going to take our Traxxas Slash, we're going to take him downstairs and show you how she runs on our little racetrack, and a little bit of a speed test out front, and how the governor works. Good old Traxxas Slash. Okay, so just going to show you here on our Traxxas Slash the governor. So I'm going to drop this down to a very, very low speed. So if I've got a very young child, this is the power we're going to give it to them at. So this will be barely moving. This is a low speed, but ideal for beginners. So here we go. This is how slow this car can run. Now you're talking possibly a 2.5 to 3 hour run time, but nice and slow and perfect for beginners. Especially if friends turn up and they want to play with your remote control car, well, this is the power you give it to them at. As I said, fully adjustable, so I'll turn it up to say quarter power now. So this is quarter of the Traxxas Slash's power. So we're at quarter power, definitely faster. Half of the car's power. So we're at half power now. Okay, we'll put it up to 3/4 power now. Okay, so now we're at 3/4. Big step up in performance. Okay, let's give it a bit of full power now. So that's cranked right up now. This is our 975 Traxxas Slash with our MXV remote. Now we're on an indoor clay track. If you look at the wheels on the car, they're a set of racing slicks. So if you bring your Slash down and you want to give it a race, the slicks are the much grippier tyre. So this is out of the box, as we sell it, just with a set of slicks on, no modifications at all. Now, this is a racing class that we're going to introduce next year. There's so many people out there with Traxxas Slashes. So if you've got a Slash and you want to come down and race it, we're going to have higher slicks, higher transponders so you can race, and you can come down and race your Slash. But the rules for the class are going to be very stringent. Virtually zero modifications. If you're interested, come and see us and we'll tell you the rules for the class. But it's going to be a box stock class, much like HQ racing and real racing. They had a 202 and a 3-speed and it was a HQ 4-door. Well, that's what the Slash will be. So here we go, we'll do some laps with the Slash. A good handling car. This is a high centre of gravity Slash. Seems to get a lot of traction in this car. Always have the high centre of gravities. Bit short on that jump. So yeah, this will be our racing class for guys that want to run Traxxas Slash class. As I said, virtually stock, minimal modifications, but I think it'll a great racing class for people that don't want to spend crazy amounts of money. You can just come and race your Slash, knowing that all the other cars will be the same. Then it's back to driver.